Thank you, Freak. You know, we talked about this game during the pause. We had the opportunity to kind of set up what the teams needed to do in order to come out with the win. Enemy there executing fairly well on, their team comps win conditions.
Yeah, I mean, their team fight, they played it out perfectly. Cloud9 weren't able to interrupt the combo at all. What was really surprising to me was enemies' strong map movements. Whenever we look at new teams in the LCS, that's one of the things that's usually lacking. However, they got to all the objectives before Cloud9 did. And Cloud9 even had, sometimes 15, 20 seconds to set up for these. But enemy got there faster. They used the Jace speed. They were even able to out-rotate a Sivir team. So that was very impressive for me.
Well, that was kind of a cool thing there. The Jace was battling the Sivir's move speed. Everyone's like, oh, just group with the Sivir comp. Well, they grouped with the Jace comp in this one. And even when the Sivir was trying to engage, they would counter that so well. The big game-changing teamfight to me was actually when they all funneled in with Sivir into an equalizer that was on a glacial prison. And that was the game pretty much.
That's going to change the game right there.
Yeah, we also had the coin come out for both supports, but speed to counter speed, essentially keeping themselves safe, only engaging when they wanted to. So yeah, it is nice to see enemy, kind of getting back to what they consider to be the cohesion that they did have in the challenger scene, where they can really dominate the map movement. On the side of Cloud9, we're coming into this game saying we're waiting for that game. We're waiting for that game where they're really going to show us that they're on the path to improvement. They just still seem so out of sorts with their map movement, even with their engagements. We saw that beautiful Azir play by Incarnation, but there was no prep for it. Everybody was at full health when that fight started.
It almost reminded me like when I was trying to practice insecting someone with Lee Sin, because you can pull off the combo, then the first game you play, you just try and do it every single time.
Yeah.
Incarnation needed to prep his Azir plays, and the team needed to be ready to follow up. Poke, 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 then go. But what seemed to happen is the instant Incarnation entered the fight as Azir, he would try and pull off the Shurima shuffle, which is, Q, Eing in, and then knocking them back. And there was no follow-up, and they weren't even low when he started. So it was effectively useless in most situations.
Then run away.
Yeah, and then run really fast.
Right, maybe be a distraction, have them follow you out of the base. So yeah, still unfortunate, miscommunication there from Cloud9 that we're seeing. But, good on enemy for picking up the win. It will set up a very interesting matchup tomorrow against Impulse, as those teams are now sharing 6th place. With that win, we do have enemy eSports in 6th place, but let's see how the rest of the league is arranged. Alone in 1st place, we have Counter Logic Gaming. Now, one game back in 2nd place, we've got Gravity, Dignitas, Team Liquid, and TSM. In 6th is Enemy and Team Impulse, followed by Cloud9, Team 8, and TDK. Let's take a peek at what's on tap for tomorrow, starting with Team 8 versus Team Dragon Knights. After that, Gravity will challenge Team Solo Mid. Then we'll close out Week 4 with Team Liquid versus Team Dignitas. That will hit your browsers at noon Pacific Daylight, 9 p.m. Central European Summertime. Now for myself, the casters, and the entire live broadcast crew, thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.